Thank you, Durahan. And Spoiler Guy, thank you for the follow. And by the way, if I missed anybody that did follows on Twitch or Kick while I was fucking ranting, my apologies. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Anyone that I've missed, there have been so many of you this stream. Thank you guys so very much for the follows. And I know we've been raging, but I hope you guys have had a good time. And as promised, we are going to end with a fun one. Okay? For those of you who are familiar with my stream, you will recognize this person immediately. You know that we will be in for a good time. Chat, it is time for Pew. It's time for Pew checking out the best CZ pistols ever made. And those of you that have been here before, you already know what's coming.
Getting the mop.
Good straight. Chat, are we ready for some good old bang bang? Let's fucking go!
Tonight on PewView, my CZ fans are going to be very excited because I picked out 5 of my favorite CZ pistols. Spoiler alert, the CZ Shadow 2 isn't on here. I figured that was going to be too obvious. Everybody is obsessed with the CZ Shadow 2, full size. But we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to start right here with number 5, the CZ P10. Now before we get started, we need to...
Hold up, let me see that beauty again.
The CZ...
And Lone Wolf, AB. Hold up, that is... Okay, we're not even getting a good look at it. That is a lovely gun. By the way, chat, fun fact. How many of you guys know the manga Gunsmith Cats? How many of you are familiar with Raleigh Vincent? Eh? Show of hands. Show of hands. How many of you know that Raleigh Vincent carries a CZ? I forget which precise model it is, but Raleigh Vincent, her standard carry is a CZ. Is it the CZ75A? Okay. Yeah, that is her standard. That was her standard carry. That's why I was like really excited to see this one.
10. Now before we get started, we need to thank today's sponsor, We
Good night,
the People
Vera.
Holsters. You guys have probably seen me talking about these a whole hell of a lot. They have been a long-time sponsor of this channel, and we appreciate them. These guys make some quality holsters right here in America. They got belts, they got mag pouches, they got apparel.
And I'm just going to point out one of the reasons why I love Gunsmith Cats so much is it takes place in Chicago. Raleigh and Minnie Mae are in Chicago, so it has a special place in my heart.
They got a little bit of anything you can think of. Their website is actually pretty dope. And right now they're doing a pretty cool giveaway. It's like a Jeep Gladiator. It's fucking massive.
Yes, it does, Ernie. It does.
Spend some money and get entered. Not only do you get some dope shit, they're also doing giveaways like almost constantly, right? Didn't they do one like a couple months ago?
The Cybertruck?
The
Yeah.
Cybertruck? We the people, they're just really good people. I like the owners. I like everybody that works over there. And they make a quality product. They got EDC belts. They got duty belts. They got duty holsters. EDC holsters, they got like little, what do you call them? The little side pouch with a... They got pretty nice kayak shit. So no matter what you choose to carry or choose to bring out to the range or, you know, your duty belt setup, whatever, We the People probably has you covered. And if you use code PewView25 at checkout, it's going to save you 25%. Use the link down in the description below. Thank you, We the People, for sponsoring another video. Let's get back to it. My third favorite striker fired. Maybe I need to do a top 5 striker pistol. The last time I said the Archon Type E was number 1, and there's a lot of controversy in the comments. Maybe, oh, just maybe. We do a top 5, right? Have I tried this with a full mag? Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. God, we're only 2 minutes. We're not even 2 minutes in. Oh God. Boy. God.
Just for clarification, very dead, no dot. I'm pretty sure the last time we tried to do a video with this,
he was striking target with a dead red dot. He's got his optic is dead, no red dot. And he was still on target.
More.
Yes. Give me more. Still on target. Well, hang on, I want to say something.
Clarification, very.
Yeah. He does have irons, which I like the placement of the optic because it still allows him to wind up on iron, but you're getting, you're getting, it looks like not over clear picture, but that could be the camera. The camera could be blurring this right here.
Dead, no dot. I'm pretty sure the last time we tried to do a video with this was dead too.
It's always dead.
All right, let's go talk about it. All right, so the CZ-P10 F model, or just CZ-P10 in general, I absolutely love these things. As far as like,
it's a
Glock
nice
19
looking
being
weapon.
the gold standard for striker fire pistol, I think this is definitely much better from the factory as a stock pistol than a Glock is. The triggers are better, the ergonomics are better, they're just as reliable, and they are a little bit cheaper. So for that, CZ-P10 made this list. Now again, I did say I sent this off to Cajun Gunworks. They put a pretty light trigger in this thing, which is good and bad. Obviously, there's pros and cons to doing trigger work to any gun. This thing is no longer drop safe, unfortunately, but don't drop your gun. But it is extremely light and fast for being a striker fire pistol. Absolutely love these things. 10 out of 10 I recommend. If you guys have never tried a CZ-P10 and are a Glock fanboy, just go ahead and try one out. So, I'm gonna show you guys that though. We just got a primer right here. Just the primer in here. That's a hole in your ass. CZ-P10, absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's a little problematic. Not drop safe. So if you have a CZ, although he did say that the lighter trigger. Yeah, but Baumage, that's where I was going. That's where I was going. He did say he had the trigger redone with a lighter trigger, which could contribute to, which is why it is no longer drop safe, because he put in an aftermarket lighter trigger.
Moving on to number 4. Number 4, I guess we should start by saying there's no particular order. It's not like one's better than the next. I'm not going
That's rare, and I think you said they are.
We'll talk about it at the end, which one I prefer, like the least. But for now, we're just gonna, this is number 4, the CZ Shadow 2 Carry. So like I said at the beginning of this video,
that is a good looking gun. I still love my Kimber, but that is a pretty gun. I like that.
We're going to talk about the Shadow 2, like the full-size Shadow 2, because it was a little bit too obvious. But the Carry is a relatively new offering from CZ. And I got to say, I absolutely love these things. They fit in my hand a little bit better than the CZ Shadow 2 full-size. Just a little bit shorter. These things just, if you've ever held the Shadow 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The CZs are just...
Colonel, I do, and I will never stop loving it. I do miss my Kimber, and I will never stop loving it. This one, David, this one was? Really? That, honestly, I shouldn't act surprised. Like, a lot of FPS games have real-life firearms in them. So, I honestly, that shouldn't be surprised. Honeypool, I'm fine with Glocks. When I tested out 3 different handguns, SIG P229, SIG P226, I forget, to this day, I cannot remember, it was a Smith & Wesson, I forget what the model was, and a Glock, I think it was a Glock 16, I think, maybe a Glock 19, I can't recall exactly, and out of the 3 of them, I fired best with the Glock, so I'm actually fine with Glock. They're not my preferred, but Glocks are fine in my taste. I did shoot better with it, but I definitely shot better with my Kimber. My Kimber Ultra Carry, I love that. I love my Kimber Ultra Carry. Every time, first draw from the holster, when I was on the range, first draw, fire, dead center of the target. Every time. That's why I loved my Kimber.
A really comfortable pistol. So they came out with
many
the Carry
guns,
model,
Patton, and I fired many guns.
Everybody was kind of complaining about the compact model. This is the CZ Shadow 2 Compact, which is number 3 on the list. And what they were complaining about is that this one's got a safety instead of a decocker, and it is not drop safe. So they fixed that with the Carry. It's essentially the same pistol, except now it's got a decocker, and it's drop safe. But let's go ahead and try that out before we start talking about either of these 2 pistols. Should we go safety on or off? We'll go safety on first, right? Drop it down this way. I assume this one's not gonna go off. Okay. Drop it down the barrel first. All right, safety off.
Good.
Or gun.
Good.
I don't
Very
like,
nice.
Hey, that dropped the hammer, but it not go bang. All right, we got the hammer to drop, but it didn't go off. But you guys can see the hammer dropping, it does have the potential to also add an extra hole in your ass, which is not very ideal.
Yes, I did get to do the modest. Oh! I see what happened. I got it. I got it. There we go. I got it. I fixed.
So with this one, God, I don't like this. The things I do for you guys, I gotta beat my guns up so you guys kind of just, I get to be your little test subject. So, safety off. Hammer's good. Hammer's good. So, they kind of fixed it with that one. Decocker still works. Gun didn't go off. So you guys kind of
very nice, very nice.
Drop on this one, and they fixed the issue with this one. So, don't drop your guns. I don't know what to tell you. Accidents do happen, though. That is a
When Ember see Pew hit a target.
No. When me see Pew hit a target, oh! That is when me see Pew hit the target.
concern. You want your gun to be drop safe. I really like this gun and I want to go fast with it. So they made this trigger slightly heavier with the double action.
Did he say go
and
fast?
The reset slightly further ahead than with the compact. This one's a little bit nicer break and a little bit shorter reset and a smoother double action pull. So out of the two, I'm definitely preferring this one, and I also sent this off to Impact Machine to have it ported. Everything else is completely stock other than the grips.
Nice.
Just out of the ports just because little guns are snappy. You add.
And everything around her gets soaking wet.
Tendrak, don't pretend like this is a problem for you. Don't pretend like me sitting here floating and squirming is any form of a problem for you guys.
Ports, and it takes care of them. So this one's gonna go off to Impact Machine, also getting ports because again, love the way these things feel in my hand. I just can't shoot them very fast. But let's compare the two. I'm gonna do some build drills and some transitions and shit with this one.
It's
so you guys
shooting
can see the
time.
difference of ports versus non-ports and the worst trigger pull. You can decide if the carry or the compact is gonna be the right choice for you. Personally, I bank off of not dropping my guns, which again, accidents happen. You can never be too sure. But that's something I'm just willing to risk. I like a light trigger on a gun. All right. Shallow 2. I'm going to mess around a little bit with a double action first. One bullet on the target, double action from a low ready. We'll see how it does. 150. Single. 4-1. Really doesn't make that big of a difference. Obviously, it's a longer pull with that. And this one kind of creeps a little bit. Like it's gritty almost.
And he's and he's iron sighting this. He's iron sighting this, chat.
But you guys can see that recoil pops up quite a bit. Let's try a build drill. Should we go double action on both of them for a build drill? 115. Did I jump that?
I wasn't
She's a
paying
little slower on
attention
that one than normal.
Well, transition, 3 big ones with the double.
How much I enjoy you talking to me, being so wonderful with me, and how much you guys just bring it out of me, how wonderful you are, and I can't control myself. Oh, chat, I can't control myself. Oh, chat. Oh, yes, chat. Don't act like you don't love it.
3 big ones with the double. 99.
Ooh.
All right, let's switch to the compact. Now again, this is essentially the same
He was
gun.
Gotta say, granted, I appreciate its double action. He's slower than I'm used to. He was definitely going a bit slower than I'm used to.
It's, you know, same frame, same slide and everything. This one's just got a slightly better trigger and ports. Look at the difference in recoil with these ports. Insanely
So fast, and that barrel barely jumped. Oh my!
flat. All right, let's try the double action, but there's no decocker, so we got to get sketchy here. One shot on target. 3.6. Significantly smoother double action trigger with a compact. Like, it doesn't feel as gritty, it just comes straight back. I don't feel anything fighting me, if that makes sense. All right, try single. 3.1, which was the same as the other one. So the single action on the other one was a decent break. It just doesn't have as good of a reset. They break about the same, though. Starting in double action, bill drill.
God, he was faster. Oh my God, he was faster. Even on the double action. Oh God, I'm so wet right now. I mean, the at the even on the double action, he was faster. He was faster. Huh.
119. 3 big ones. Starting in double. 8.5.
Faster. Oh God. Oh, again. He double tapped that one so fucking fast. Holy shit.
8.5. All right, so the reason both of these made the list is because there are subtle differences that make them their own separate guns. Obviously, they're named something different, but a lot of people are going to see that and kind of chalk them up to be the same thing and wonder why I took 2 spots with it. So figured I'd justify myself a little bit. One's got a safety, one's got a decocker. That's the biggest notable difference, and it's going to make a huge difference when you go to buy one. Me personally, I prefer the single action only. So I'm also going to do a flat face single action only trigger in this one.
Yes.
Because it's got that safety feature. The decocker is a nice feature. If you're gonna go single action, if you prefer to carry a single action, double action trigger, something like this is gonna do you just fine. The P07 or the P09, it's all kind of the same shit. But the shot.
Sergey, I'm not there yet. I'm edging. Don't worry, I'm working my way up there. Don't worry.
Auto 2 compacts, carry, whatever. These things are awesome guns. Personally, I like the better trigger. I like the safety, I like the ports, so I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. All right, moving on to number 3 or 5. This is the CZ P09, the new one. Was the old one called the P07? I don't even remember. It's been a long time since I've owned one of those guns.
I've heard of the PO7. Like I said, I'm not a CZ person. I don't know.
So essentially the only difference between these two right here, they both got the decockers. One's got a poly frame, one's got a steel or aluminum. I would assume this is aluminum. I don't really know. Kind of, sort of, same fit and feel. This one's a little bit wider, but...
That one, I don't know about this magwell. I'm not sure how I feel about the shape of this magwell, honestly. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Yeah, Balmage, I kind of feel the same way. I'm not really sure about this design, honestly. No, shut up, Sketty. It's not about the ribbing, although that would certainly help. No, it's the way that the magwell is cut, I don't like. Like Balmage was saying, like, I prefer the flared magwell because it's better. It's better for when you're needing to do like a tactical reload. A flared magwell allows for a tactical reload to be done more efficiently, versus this one you have to be more precise. I'm not sure I like that.
interchangeable back straps, and a
There's
polymer
no-
flex
exactly.
hanger, which I do like. If you guys know me, I like the polymer lowers a little bit better. That being said, the CZ Shadow 2 compacts do feel a little bit better in your hand. It's got that nice slim grip, so you're able to grip it really tight. So this one also
good for my
got
hands.
the single action, double action trigger with the decocker. So essentially the same thing, except this one ported, different optic, and a much, much worse trigger. Let's go shoot it.
Yeah.
All right, here's a little comparison for that trigger. You got a lot of take up here, and then you hit a wall.
Oh,
Got a decent break, and then you got to travel about a mile for that to reset.
oh, die. And I don't like that. I do not like that. That is... I do not like that trigger.
A decent break, and then you got to travel about a mile for that to reset.
Ow, that's... Don't like that.
So shooting
Not at
fast
all.
with these things is pretty hard to do. Now, I have seen a few reviews on these, and so far, they are great reviews. Honest Outlaw got a review done on this thing, and he didn't really like it. And he is a huge PO9 fan. I think he carried a PO9 for a long time. Would he say like 6 years?
That was the PO7.
The PO7, that was
Yeah.
the PO7?
Yeah.
So PO7. The PO9 Nocturne is just the newer version of that, I assume. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't wear scarves and I don't have a man bun. I'm not really brushed up on the CZ shit, but I'm trying here. All right, we're going to try the same things here. It should be relatively the same, but again, this has a worse trigger. Build drill, double action. About that
So
worst
fast.
trigger thing. So these ports in this barrel are significantly wider. Impact Machine just decided to, I don't know, gape these bitches out for some reason. I don't know. This one shoots much flatter than anything else on that truck over there. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it does.
I fucking hate this trigger, dude. It's so gummy and weird. Double
God,
action.
yeah.
3 big ones. They're literally all about the same. They feel pretty similar when I'm shooting them. I mean, the point is the same. Triggers relatively the same, but the ports being massive on this one, it feels a little bit better to shoot.
Begs the question, what happens if you port the other ones with a better trigger, Pew? I'm guessing you could probably get those ports machined into your other ones that have the better trigger. Then you have the best of both worlds.
Man, do I send this one off too? Better trigger? This one is drop safe. I could make it
Yes.
not drop safe and make it mo better. That's all I
still
got. Dude. That's as fast as I can pull a trigger on a CZ. I had a 13 split in there. That's as best we're getting because that reset is so far ahead, and it's not like pushing me as much as I would want it to, if that makes any sense. I think it's super comfortable to shoot, though. I don't know. I think Honest Outlaw got kind of one of them, bad apples. When he got his gun, it just wouldn't run very well for him. I only have like 300 rounds through this thing, maybe. Maybe that's even a stretch.
Chat, do you really think this is gonna stop me? Do you really think this is going to come even close to stopping me? Oh, it's only gonna make it worse.
200-300 somewhere in there. I have had 0 malfunctions so far, and I even had it ported, so far so good. But Honest Outlaw is a really good gun reviewer. If he says it's not very good, go watch his video and make your own opinion. So far, I like it. I'm going like 7.5 with this thing. So Dalton just brought up a good point. He said you got 300 rounds on it and you got it ported right away. Very good point. That thing was very fucking snappy. That's the reason I decided to send it off to Impact Machine and get it ported. I gotta go back and watch Honest Outlaw's reasoning, but I assume that had something to do with it. It was like a really weird snap. It felt like you were shooting a compact 40 to me. All right, before we get to number 1, we gotta go honorable mentions. The CZ75 is just a...
Chat, can you see that through my cage? Oh God, that is a gorgeous looking pistol. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. I'm a little iffy on the tan. That is a beautiful looking pistol. Oh God. Chat, let me out. You know what this is doing. Do you know what this is doing to me, chat?
Timeless classic. I think this is kind of where CZ started with the 75 models, so just a really good pistol. This is single action only. It's got an insanely light trigger and a crazy break. The only reason this did not make the list because I'm a dumbass and chambered this in 40 a long time ago, and it just doesn't run. But the CZ75 in general is a very good pistol. It reminds me 2011. Like, it's got a really fast return to zero and a really nice trigger. Awesome guns, and this one is very sexy. It's just in 40 cal, so I never shoot. All right, so number one is going to be the CZ SP01. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking this is not an
Sure, and you like me, you're better. You like me as your caged little anime girl? Hmm? Just trapped in here? Can't do anything? Is that what you like me and you're better? Huh? Is that what you like it?
SP01, what the hell are you talking about? It's because I collabed with Impact Machine to do a PewView SP01 slide. It's more blocky now. It's got knurling, serrations all over the top of it to make it a little bit more grippy. Because my only complaint with the SP01 is the slide is so damn small, I can't come around the top to rack it. You got a fud sling. It's just very hard to grab onto. There's nothing really there. And the optics look super goofy on it because it kind of cones and tapers to the top and everything looks weird. But the SP01 is a very good gun. So what they did right here is, of course, port it. That's the way the slides come. This is a proprietary Impact Machine slide, cut for an aim-point acro, and we got this single action trigger on this. And this is insanely good. Got a little bit of take up, you hit a wall, nice crisp break, and a solid reset. This has like rubber texture grips on it. Just a really comfortable gun. This reminds me of the Shadow. It's kind of like a full-size Shadow, except more better. I think this one actually came out first. 19 round magazines. Let's go ahead and put a couple rounds through this and then we'll talk about it. This thing is comfortable. Like the fucking...
Oh, this should be good.
The weight, the point, the fit, the feel, they're just really good fucking guns. Starting with a bill drill.
Oh, God, that was fast. Oh, goodness, oh, God. Oh, that was fast.
109 for a bill drill. Look at the recoil on that. Just kidding.
Oh, wow, that is flat.
Oh, yeah. It does that. So that's cool. There is a fucking 5-pound mailbox on top of the slide, though, so checks out. All right, so let's start with my least favorite to my favorite, and this is it's gonna get a little bit tricky here because the P09 probably would have been my least favorite. It probably wouldn't even have made this list without them ports. Before we ported this thing, it was just incredibly snappy and just unpleasant to shoot. I didn't like this gun. I wasn't a big fan, but with the ports, I think I might like this better than like the P10, and I think I might like it better than this. So out of these two, I think this is number 5. This is probably my least favorite, the CZ Carry. For now, it still made this list without the ports. Now, if I send it off and get it ported, put an RMR on it and a better trigger, if I have Impact or Cajun slick up the trigger, who knows? Maybe this is going to shoot to number 1. Like, this is a decent gun. It feels really comfortable. It just needs a little bit extra. Obviously, like a 9mm doesn't have that much recoil to begin with, but I want to shoot fast and I want it to have as little as possible, and ports do that. And Impact does it very good. This isn't like a sponsorship or a paid anything from CZ or Impact. It just... A lot of people like CZ, and Impact does really good shit. So CZ is like his specialty. He does a bunch of cool shit to CZs and makes them shootable. So number 4 is probably going to have to be the CZ P10. Just because it's a striker-fired gun, the rest are hammer-fired. It's kind of pushed down on that list. Now, if these were all striker-fired, this one would be a little bit higher. It is a very good gun. Right out of the box. Stock, this thing is good to go, but I like light triggers and I like ports. So again, I sent it off. That nice light trigger and the comfortable grip, everything's just smooth. The P10 is a very...
Problem is, it's no longer drop safe. The lighter trigger is beautiful for rapid fire, but it's not when you put the lighter trigger in, it's no longer drop safe. For me personally, that's a bit of a deal breaker. If I yes, I keep a hold when I have used a firearm, I keep a hold of it and I do not let it fall. But things can happen, and drop safe is important to me. That is something that is very important to me. So for me, with the lightweight trigger, rendering the drop safety null and void, unfortunately, that would be a deal breaker for me. Hi, Dwayne. Oh, I'm sorry, your messages weren't coming through on Twitch. I don't know what happened. Twitch must be twitching. I'm sorry, Dwayne, but thank you for showing up on Kick.
Very good gun, but number 4. Any guesses on number 3? Yeah, you're probably right. It's the P09. It's the P09. It is a decent gun now that I ported it, like I stated. It wasn't very good out of the box. You had to do something with this. I'm sure if you own a P09 Nocturne, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're okay. They're just not better than most of the things sitting on the table without the ports. All right, here's the real deciding factor. I think this is taking number 2. I think
What?
just because it's got less applications than the CZ Shadow 2 Compact has. I can carry this, I can shoot competition with this, I can plink with this. It is a very good, well-rounded gun. You can do a little bit of everything with this. As far as this, I can really only like shoot competitions and plink at the range with it. It doesn't have a lot of application.
Yeah.
That being said, this is one of my favorite pistols. I would put this thing up against the 2011 with this trigger. The speed, you guys see how fast and how flat this thing is. It is a very good gun. Absolutely love the SP01. Just a really good gun.
The slide makes a world of a difference.
Yeah, the slide obviously helps a fuck ton because we squared it up so you guys can actually rack it now. They are a little bit pricey, but it is what it is. You got to pay money for good shit. So if you guys have one of these that is just kind of sitting in your closet and you don't want to shoot it because you can't pinch the slide, check out Impact Machine. These things are fucking dope. Yeah. Number 1, the Compact. It's just super comfortable. All I did was change out the grips for these G10s and port it. This thing is good to go. And the more I shot this, the more I realized I probably don't even need to change that trigger. It's very smooth. Like the double action, the single action, everything is good about this thing. It's perfectly in your hand. It's easy to point.
Yeah, steady. I
really...
But, I mean, most people, when they consider a firearm, they consider it for carry and self-defense. Pew is a competition shooter, though. So for him, that's in his mindset is, carry and competition and plinking. So he's got that, that's for him. I'd say the majority of people are looking, the majority of people, when they look at a firearm, they look at either self-defense or plinking. That would be their choice. With Pew, it's a little bit different because he is a competitive shooter, so he's got that extra added, I want it all 3.
Like this gun. This is solid. This is taking number 1 for me. If you guys are a CZ fan, what did you think of this little comparison and what would you have had on this list? Leave it down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Well, that was a lovely little video. Don't you think, chat? I liked it.